Hi everyone. Today we'll discuss about like a APP automatic payment program related interview questions and as well as to the real time issues related one we're going to discuss. Just with the discussion of the APP, we can make a multiple payments. So there are different views, right? Multiple payments, right? Multiple payments we're done. We can make it multiple payment or means like a multiple invoices we can make at a time by using that. And another one like a multiple vendors also we can make a payment. Yes, multiple vendors we can make a payment. Okay, payment we can do it. Wide range of invoices means like a lot of invoices, so we can multiple instances more than that. Next is vendor payment. Next is what like others to avoid somebody is tell to avoid manual intervention. Manual, yes, definitely agree with you. Manual efforts, I can say like we can make a payment. The multiple one, right? So avoid a manual intervention. Next is what next is I can say multiple payments, multiple vendors, and avoid of manual. And what else? What else like max
Discount.
discount? Yeah,
Along with
discount.
payment,
Yes, go ahead. Along with the payment, not miss
Within
the
the
this.
due date.
Yeah, coming to that.
we
Along with the
can
payment.
clear the open invoices also, sir.
Yeah, that mean yeah, the payment at the time of payment, the clearing functionality also it will work. Okay, that is having the default functionality. Yeah, thank
Maximum
you.
discount within next payment run.
Yeah, different. Yeah, coming that along
So
with payment.
partial payment also we can pay to AP.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. So along with the
Yes.
payment, discount also we added, and as along with that, next payment run also we have the option, right? Somebody is one by one. I'll
Yes.
take it like next payment. Next payment meaning is right. The next payment first.
Next payment run date.
See, yeah, coming that. Next payment, the meaning to add simply to avoid overdue. Is that right? Am I right now?
Yes, sir.
Avoid to avoid overdue. Is it right? To avoid overdue. Definitely. And along with that, if you like a chance to not to miss regular discount means we can include the discount part also. This is the next payment run will help us to the discount, the best discount, not to miss it out. Okay. Yes, next payment. The next other one they are asking like a partial payment. Is it right? Somebody is trying that partial payment. Partial payment is it?
Yes, sir.
We can do it. Why not? We can do it the partial payment. What next? We can do it for APP by using a APP automatic payment program.
Down payments.
The super down payment, definitely down payment or partial payment, we can do it. Right? So
And foreign currency payments.
yeah, why not? Foreign payment.
Different types of payment can be paid at a time.
Definitely, because we can make a payment by so different payment terms, so different vendors having the at a time system will calculate the overall main function is like thousands of vendors, right? Thousands of vendors they have system will calculate at a time all the net due dates. Correct? No? What are the payment terms used? All the vendors, right? So either used immediately or like a 30 days or like a fixed days or day limit or installment, like whatever the payment terms used. The main thing system will does is like a system, all the vendor like with system. For example, 1,000 vendors we have the company code. We have made a 1,000 vendors we have, for example, our company code, whatever the company code, vendor 1,000 vendors. So we have done the transactions 500 of transaction vendors. What system will be first we identify the 1,000 in 1,000 like a 500 of vendors we have done the transactions. In 500 of vendors currently how system will all the validates how 500 is system will consider in 500 of vendors and how many invoices for today I'm running a F110, how many invoices I need to pay to them, how many vendors it considers. System will be calculated as everything, many conditions system will calculate it, like as mentioned, and due date and as well as to the discount, partial, down payment, foreign payment, right now. Foreign payment, like if it is a blocking, every condition system will consider and system is finalized to make a payment to how many invoices we need to payment. System is coming to the picture. Is that right? The finalized being there's a huge number of that the system defaulted is a calculations like a net due date it will calculate. So the summarized here is I can say final is today I'm running for example today APP run that is we call F110. What the base system will take either 5 or 6 invoices system will pick the pictures. See here is I can write All the payment terms, I can say installment payment terms. Yes, I can do the installment also by using this one. Credit memo adjustment. Can I do it or not?
We can,
Credit
sir.
memo.
Yes.
I can do it, right? So there are other functionalities. I can say except many others. Also, we can do it. Is that right? And the methods of the payment I can use, I can use for a check actually. Few company codes still they're using. Let's check payment method. US related, I can say. Check, I can do it. Check payment. I can use a bank transfer, I can say. That is we call a bank transfer. I can call as a DME also, we can do it. There is a method IDOC process also. Okay, IDOC process. There is like a bills of exchange process. These all process we can do it. So generally, I'll cover here as two generally. Right? So there is many possibilities, huge range of possibility to make a payment. So coming to that, our interview point of view, what is all the stuff we need to?
Sir, can I have one more point, sir?
Add please, yeah.
Can we do the process on selected invoices through ABP using the payment block?
Why not? Yeah, definitely. So there are all conditions. There are many conditions, blocking conditions, right? So blocking condition, payment. I can say here this is a methods we are using. These all methods to make a payment, and many conditions I can say. For example, blocking. It is one of the condition. Is it right? Condition one. Condition system will take you like a blocking of vendors. It is excluded automatically. Thousands of vendors. It will take you like how it will system will picking it. The 500 transaction, 500 of vendors we are doing transaction in out of it 30 or 40 we are blocking. The condition system will pick it. Is it right? Definitely it will pick it. Right. Blocking conditions. I can say blocking conditions. All the term system will take. And as mentioned before breakfast, we discussed there is sensitive field functionality. If you are doing a sensitive in progress of sensitive functionality active for vendors, are we able to make a payment? Yes or no?
No.
Right? No, right? These all conditions sensitive field system will pick it. Correct? If the particular vendor doesn't have, I can say the bank details. We want to make a payment, bank transfer account. Can we make a payment? Can't read it, right? No bank data, no payment. So these kind of all conditions, there are many, I can say, there are many conditions system will consider and make a payment, right? So coming to what is interview point of view, what is the main aim of our discussion is like what is the interview point of view, general write a questions or issues point of view, how you can answer it. Is it right? So let it be. So first thing is what is the configuration for a APP? Is it right? APP configuration. What are the configurations? What is the T code also we are using? Anybody idea? What is the T code?
FBZP.
Definitely a BZP is it? Is it right? This is a BZP will use it. What the configuration means like there are 6 steps, right? 6 steps.
Yes, sir. 6.
Out of 6, 5 generally we need to address it. The first one, all company code. Right? Next is
Paying company.
Yep. Third one.
Payment method for country.
The third for a country. Right?
Payment method for company.
code.
Country, company code, bank account.
House brand. Domination.
Plan data.
House bank generally not required. We define generally. If required, we'll use this one. Right? Tell them. See, FBZP is the T code is a common configuration we do. Is that right? This is you need to address it. Actually. There's all points, all company codes, paying company code. So not a payment, paying company code. Paying company code you need to address, and as well as to the payment method in a country, payment method in a company code, bank determinations. The way you answer, don't simply tell to these 5 steps, these 5 or 6 steps. Ignore this one. These 5 steps don't tell to the simply all company code, payment method, company code. Next is all company code, paying company code, payment method, and this is right. So don't tell to the simply like while answering it, right? Tell few details about each step. I'm just repeating. So tell few details. What is the step purpose? What is the particular step purpose you need to tell to the while they'll ask you what is the configuration, right? So 5, it is very simple, every can answer. But the way you answer, what is the purpose also you need to add on in that. Example, all company code, right? Main purpose of all the company codes, all means like a more than one. There is a possibility in SAP he has given option behalf of one company code and another company code we can make a payment. That is called a paying and sending company codes. That simply I can say intercompany payments. Correct? There is, if you see, is sending company code or paying company code. Is that right? Two we have. Meaning here is paying company code and sending company code. Paying company code, sending company code. The first one you can say sending company code. The next is a paying company code. The meaning is paying company code. Paying company. The meaning here is I can say first sending company code. I'm spelling this right. Yeah, sending company code meaning like a. So for which company we are making a payment, and paying company code to who we are paying. For example, we have the main operating company paying company code. For example, like a HY01. It is like the main company code we are using. So this is payment goes from HY01. You want to make a payment behalf of HY01, for example, HY01, we can make it. That is the option we have in this possibility, paying company code one step. And mean like one behalf of one company or another company code also we can make a payment. That is one point. The secondly, I can say like we have, I can say to brief about it. So we have special GL payments also we do this way. Special payments also. The special I can say as per APP. Special means like a special, I can say simply special JNTU. A for advance means like A means like a down payment actually, right? Down. We tell to the A, F, I can say, and P. So the payments, especially down payment is a special payment, special transaction key also we call. To make a down payment, we use a down payment request also. The step number first is down payment and down payment request. We'll do it, and if you require to the partial payment also we'll do this. That's all. That is enough actually. The first step. You need to add 2 points. One for like intercompany transaction, and second thing, you need to make a payment. Special indicators we will make it. So interview will ask you sometimes the cross questions. So I want to make a payment, special down payment, where you define to the like as indicator, and in which step you are defining. What is the configuration you ask? They will ask you for APP. The direct question, direct answer is like all company code step we define to the indicators. Special GL indicators will specify special GL indicator. Is that right? Are you recollecting everyone? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the step
Yes,
one.
sir.
Yeah, perfect. What about like a paying company code? Here is the option sending and paying company code. Coming to the paying company. Paying company code is a finalized HY01. So tell here is simply like a we have along with like we have APP we along with the payments regular payment we made it like a payment advice also we do it. I hope like everyone knows further what is the payment advice. Right? Payment advice also we are providing. Right? Payment advice. The payment advice simply I can say the summary of the invoice details like how many invoices behalf of like example invoices that are having the 10 invoices. Out of 10 we are making a payment is a 4 invoices. So our payment advice gives the details for four invoices segments we are making a payment. That means the payment advice means along with the payment information, what like how much you are paying, along with the payment information, it's like a what all invoice against you have made payment. That information what all invoice against you made a payment. That information also payment advice it will give you. Okay. This is for to print a payment advice. We use a payment advice printing form. See in SAP, the brief I'm telling you, if you are using if you want print something in SAP, we need to use the forms. The forms are 2 types, one for smart and script, and that's a different story. The forms we need to use to print anything, either payment advice, check printing, dunning, correspondence, any others actually. Okay, this is brief about it. So the meaning here is the step number here is payment company code. You need to assign payment advice form. Is that right? Do you remember anyone? If you are system, so you can open it.
Yes, sir.
payment advice form we need to. So while addressing to the like a second step, tell to the right paying company code we'll use like a which paying company code we are making a payment in the step we'll we'll assign the payment advice form also. There is other options minimum payment like incoming and outgoing and a small. So just one sentence you can tell this one, right? Next coming to the payment method for a country. For a country. CONTR, yeah, for a country. So simple, if you are using the creating the payment method in a country level, can we use multiple company codes for this payment method? For example, I have created a payment method is C for check payment for India. Payment method country means like a country level I am supposed to create it, is it? Country level I am supposed to create that. The meaning, country level meaning is India. I'm creating. If for India level I'm creating to this payment method is C, can I use this multiple company codes for, I mean, many company codes for India, only specific company code purpose?
In India, if different country code is available, then we can use.
Yep. Sorry. Thank you. And other answer? Please. Somebody is trying.
Only country wise we have to do.
Country wise only, sir.
Only specific country only we can use.
Yep. The meaning here is India, we, for example, if India, we have 10 company codes, for example, HY01, HY02, I can't tell you, HY03, they're all to the India related one company code. See, all company codes, for all company codes, I can use the same payment method. I don't want to create it separately. If these all company codes India, I'm referring, okay? So India. So for there is one company code, it is having, for example, US related one company code. The same method for a country level, India country level I have created, I can't use this one. Correct? H100, for example, I can't use for this company code because I'm supposed to create a payment method US country. Then only I can use for this payment method. The simple is the level of payment method is created at country level, that all the company codes we can use it, right? Chalo. So the steps, what are the important points we need to address while eating? There are 4 to 5 points is important. We need to tell to the payment method. The 4 to 5 points is, if you know, can you, what are the important things we can tell it? If you have idea, just you can share it. We'll discuss it.
Is incoming payment or outgoing payment?
Yep, incoming, we need to tell to the incoming or outgoing. Thank you. Then
Whether it is
Check or a bank transfer.
yep, agree with you. Check our bank, what kind of payment we are doing. That is also we need to tell, right? So
Document types for payment.
yeah, coming there, check and bank transfer. I mean, payment need to choose what kind of method it is also, right? Bank transfer method. And third one, somebody is tell, right? Is a document type. What document type generally will use for this, especially?
ZP and ZV.
Definitely, thank you. ZP will use it, right? ZP document. Another points for a payment country. What?
payment medium workbench?
Payment medium workbench. Yeah, perfect. So that is, I can say, payment
Which
medium
currencies
workbench.
are allowed?
Yeah, I'm coming one by one, right? So program, I can tell you is for your make it easier. For a program, what program? Or see, this is a program or payment medium workbench. Payment medium workbench. Meaning here is especially this step. What I can say in payment method in country, there is engine kind of it is either program, payment medium, right? This is a kind of engine. Any vehicle, it is engine very important. For a human heart is very important. The same thing. For the particular APP, we need to tell to the if it is payment method, like what a check payment method we are using program, we need to tell. You need to specify the program. Either program can be like a customized or a standard. That's a different story. But do specify the program. If it is like a DME, we need to tell the format. That is we call payment medium workbench or payment medium format. Okay, we need to tell this one. This is very important key because it is without engine we can't, right? Same manner program without payment medium we can't. This is one thing. The next is point number somebody is tell to like a currencies, what currencies allowed. Yes, definitely. There is right side, there is left side, the currency is allowed, there is a tab. If you click on that, if you have specified any currency, system will accept only specific currency. Like if you're not specifying all currency, system will allow. The meaning is allowed of currency is allowed also, we can put a control here as currency is allowed. There is another step I'm expecting. So anybody?
We can control the master data fields for
Perfect.
making payment.
Perfect. See at the payment, like a master data fields required, there is one option. Everyone, you can see here is these all 6 points you need to tell to the interviewer. Right? You got it point, right? Because if you are addressed like this way, definitely they will impress because you have a good idea about the like a configuration in details as well. Master data, master data, or master fields required field. There is a control masters related we can do in this step, because I'll tell you in a master example, like I'm running to the F110 like a bank transfer. So if you want to make a payment to bank transfer, we require house bank. Along with house bank, the receiver of vendor also need a bank account. Is it right or wrong? Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Required. If correct now, if you want to make a payment to pay like even UPI also, if you're for your friend, you are transferring the amount. The simple thing the requirements like your friend also have the mobile number, internet access. Along with that, he is supposed to link with his number to his bank account. Then only you can make a payment. Unless if you can't, the amount is not transferred. Is it right? The same manner, if you are making a payment to the house bank, from house bank means like company code to vendors. Vendor must have the bank account details for the bank transfer of the payment method purpose. So meaning the master data level means this step level we will put it the required details. Example DME if you're running it, that what ticket is required, like a bank details is required. Shift code on bank details is required. We need to tell this. So if you are activated here, so what all vendors having to the bank details, that system will pick is. It does not have the vendor have the bank details, system will not pick the for FEP. Okay. This is manner we need to tell. This all 6 points you can address. What for one incoming or outgoing, or a check or payment, or a document type we need to tell. Program is very important. Currency is allowed, master data required fields. This all we can tell to them. So out of 5 steps, I can say very important step is a payment method. There are 5 informations we can need to tell, right? Next step I can say, see country level, all company codes I can use it. So what all like for which company codes I need to assign this payment method, I need to tell this payment method for a company code, because this all we have defined for a commonly for a country wise. Which company code you want, we can link with, then only system will work. Then only it will work. For example, I have the 4 company codes. I require to this payment method C, HY01 and HY02. I need to link here only. Then only system will work. I don't want to 03 and 4. Yes, your choice, that is one. But if what all company codes you want, that we need to link with this step. Okay. For this step, we need to link this, and as well as to this step, I can say you can minimum and maximum outgoing. It will ask you. That is one thing. If you check it, minimum amount and max amount of that will ask you. One thing. Second thing, like if we are using check payment method, check printing form, we need to assign here. Check printing form need to assign here. That is one thing. Next is the bank determinations. See the step number 5, the bank determinations. See here, bank determinations, I can say bank determinations. The first one, ranking order. The steps we have 4 to 5 steps in left side. Ranking order, I can say bank account, available amount. Okay, validations period, all the stuff we have. So in bank determinations, like actually the two I can say 3 I can say. One is a ranking order, another is a bank account. What accounts we are using? Bank accounts. Okay, bank account. Next is I can say available amounts. These 3 things we need to specify. So ranking order, important, it will help us simply. Ranking order, it will help you simply I can say. You are using more than one bank generally, especially ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank, you are using 2 banks, right? Especially you are using HDFC Bank, all right? ICICI Bank, firstly I'm using HDFC. HKHC, I'm using HDFC, two banks. So which one is a priority to make a payment? So I supposed to pay used ICICI Bank. I'm interested to make like a majority of the transactions. I give the ranking order one. Ranking order one. Next is I'm giving to the ranking order two. Next I'm giving to the ranking order two. So the payment will go defaultly from ranking order one from ICICI Bank. I can say ICICI Bank payment will go. So each payment method for a C check payment method wise ranking order I need to maintain, and if I'm maintaining to the bank transfer, the whatever the payment method wise I need to maintain the ranking order. That is one thing. Second thing, bank account. Need to tell to the bank account. I can say bank account need to two things we need to tell bank account. One for ranking order I'm giving to the ICICI Bank. So ICICI Bank also have the multiple accounts. For which account I need to use it, that I need to tell here is right. That is I can say account ID I need to tell account ID, and secondly I need to address it like I need to address it GL master which account I'm using. So every house bank will use three accounts, one for main, correct? One for main, outgoing, incoming. So here is outgoing account we need to specify here as the step number account ID along with that outgoing GL master GL account is outgoing account we need to address here. It will ask you like where we define to the GL master, definitely here. Okay, and technically we require to tell to the available amount. So available amount, the while you answering to the APP configuration, address these all points. It takes 2 minutes 3 minutes of time to explain all the stuff. It is a good product, is it right? So this way you need to answer to the standard question, like most frequent asked question. We need to the proper way need to make it, prepare it and address it. This is one thing. Yeah. The next question we'll ask you, what is the next question? Next question will ask you in APP, especially APP. In APP, what all issues you worked at? Is it right? They will ask you one more standard question. What all issues you are working? And another way, before issues, I'll tell you here is, before issues, if you are using DME, what is the process of the making a payment? What is complete payment process of DME also? They will ask you. Is that right? Have you faced anyone within three? They'll ask you question is DME process for payment, or like when you run to the FEV, how the complete process payment, how it will go, the payment goes to the banker. That one question they will ask you, how the payment will go bank. That is, they will ask you one thing, and DME process for a payment. I'll tell you here is, and issues. Generally, this is will ask you. So we'll discuss in issues and then we'll discuss remaining things. See, issues point of view, there's a common question. You can address it the way you need to address. I'm repeating here is the way you need to address it. So need to address it. I can say address it like a. See, the very common question is like a common issues we are getting to the in real time generally. Why particular vendor is not picking for the payment? See, while asking to the, you need to address it like almost we have the 20 plus scenarios we have like there are many scenarios we have. All the scenarios one issue we can address it. Is it right? The simple, for example, I'll tell you here is the question is like the question or like we are self questions we can edit. So we can, while addressing it, like you can tell is so why common issues we are receiving from common issues in day-to-day life we are receiving from the users, the particular vendor is not picking. Why the particular vendor not picking for a APP means like a F110. There are various issues we'll get it. So I'll tell you one user access restored like raised the same question, why it is not picking. I have verified it. It is very clearly tell that like I verified that one of the issue. There are many issues I have shot out with. There is one of it I can tell you here is like there is like a sensitive field activation happened for the particular vendor. That is one issue. Sensitive field is sensitive field means the sensitive field is active. The changes in progress. Changes in progress. If you have changes in progress, you open to the log. I can say if you open to the log, everyone. The most important another point is the way of read the log, payment log informations. If you go through detail, if you check it, the sensitive field concept, or they will ask you not yet confirmed to the particular vendor. That's the reason we are not able to make a payment. See, if you are sensitive field activated, this is changes in progress. We can't make any payment. We can't make a payment. This is real-time issue. One of the issue that what I have shot out, because for you it is easier because I addressing to the directly in real time. It is having the APP. It is having to the, I can say there are many. They will give you one vendor. So initially, very tough to figure out what is issue. The main tip is, I'll tell you for everyone. So while working itself, like what you are identified is the way. The first you need to check with the log. The tip number one, if you want to master in APP, the tip number one, you must read or slowly, step by step, all the log information, payment log information, either that is a proposal or a payment log related one. Log you must be. So log information you must go through detail. In log also, the first point is you need to verify additional log tab we have in F110. User has selected out of 3, at least we have selected or not. Additional log information we need to select. That should be selected. You need to advise to the user also, always do selected this one. That will help to read the log information, what's happening to the particular complete run. Okay. That we need to take care of this. So if you want to master an APP, you must be habituated to read the log. While practicing or while working, anytime you must be read log. Do habituated so far if you're not habituated from the now onwards. If you're able to understand the log, you are in a good enough to understand what is the issue. Okay. Second thing, sensitive field concept. So the same thing, if they will raise the same thing, they have raised it. How to solve this one also, right? Sensitive field combinations. So what we need to communicate it to the business also, saying this is a sensitive field is activation. Please do confirm. What you can solution is solution is simple. We need to communicate it to the business. We need to communicate it to the business solution please, this is not yet confirmed the changes. Vendor number so and so, I can say 1 2 3 4 vendor. It is in a not yet confirmed the changes. Not yet confirmed the changes. Not yet confirmed the changes. Please do confirm. Then only we can make a payment. Please do confirm the changes. You got it, my point. So then only we can. This way we find the root cause. What is the root cause? There are, I forgot to tell you here is one thing. What is the root cause first? Every solution there is a cause. Root cause. Here is our root cause is sensitive field. Root cause is sensitive field. It is activated. That is the reason we are not able to make a payment. Is right. This is the root cause for it. We can't make a payment. What is the solution? We need to confirm. Then only we can make a payment. Is that right? Root cause in progress. Then only we are not able to pay payment. So every issue, there are two things. One for what is the cause of the issue, what is the solution. Here is root cause is sensitive field is activated. That's the reason we are not able to pay me. Right. Another solution is we need to confirm that one. To confirm that, I can see, I think like everyone knows the T code.
FK08.
FK08 is the T code to confirm. Okay. Then issue number 2. I hope it's clear. Babu or any others actually. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. So go for another small issue. I can say so user will raise the same question. Why that particular vendor is not picking? There are So and so. They will give like this time is 1, 2, 3, 4. This time they will give the vendor number. So and so. Vendor number. Example, you'll give the 1002, 110, you'll give the vendor number. Why it is not picked for the payment? Again, we need to, yes, yeah, there is a possibility, definitely. So what we need to do here is, again, there is a duplicate proposal possibility there. There is a duplicate proposal, and just give me a second. Yeah, I'm coming there. So there is a duplicate proposal. So the reason is root cause here is I want to put like a duplicate proposal. Root cause is a duplicate proposal. So duplicate proposal meaning, I'll tell you here is, duplicate proposal meaning here is, so what we are doing, the same vendor you are running yesterday meaning like a 29, the 4, 2023, you are running to the, for example, we are running to 29th yesterday, you are running by using this vendor, you are running to the APP, right? So identification, for example, identification, I can say HYC 0001, your result. You are including this this vendor, for example, right? Is that right? Right. So you run till what, like a parameters you enter very clearly, parameters enter perfectly, right? Then proposal run you are executed, proposal run, but you're not completed payment run. Some reason you are not yet completed the payment run. Complete the payment run. Is that it? So today you're like you forgot something, like you missed at this one. So now you're running it. You're running now. Now today means the 30th. Assume that your next day, like or like a 30/04 you are running with, like 30th you are running the identification. You can use the same identification or a different one. Yes, we can use it. Because a date change, we can use the same identification or different identification. I'm using the vendor you are including. So along with that, there are other vendors also you are including. That's okay. But you're not able to payment here. See, when you run this payment log or like proposal log, you run till proposal, I can say. You're done to this till proposal. Parameters you enter, proposal you run. In a proposal run, you can find the log. There is a log information, is right? Proposal related one log. I can say here, give me a second. In a proposal, if you see the log very clearly, system will tell you here is log. If you go for log details, very clearly it will tell to this is particular vendor has locked. It is locked for a like a proposal. The proposal of in log very clearly it is indicated that like this is the information it shows. The vendor is locked. Is already run to the proposal. Very clearly system will indicated you to like in log. If you detailedly see this, we can find this information. So by seeing of log very clearly, we can identify there's a proposal. It is having this is also. Right? This way we need to identify the like a cause. How to the solution is correct now? What is this?
We have to clear the proposal and parameters both.
Yeah.
Delete.
Yeah. What simple like without confusing. So delete for both. There is a smart way also, but what you can people do, delete that both proposal and parameters. How to delete it? We know it is. Am I right? Delete the solution.
Oh, sir, one is enough, no? To delete.
So tell me now. You as for yours, which one you want to delete it? Tell me now.
Either one we can delete, and then according to the proposal, what we let it be there. For there we can run the payment.
How to system know? See, example, your solution. I'm keeping
one will
here.
be there, no sir. One will be deleted. One will be there. For that only payment will have to run.
Yeah, I'm telling it. See, it is your deleting. As for your wish, your choice, I'm deleting this one.
Yes.
Correct now?
Yes.
So you are already completed a proposal. You are running to the payment. How system will knows? system will make a payment based on the proposal only. Is that right?
Okay.
Wrong. If we are not picking to the proposal, that's the reason we are deleting. The
Okay.
reason itself, it is not picking this, we are deleting. The meaning itself, need to delete it, this one very clearly, and then you need to freshly run to the proposal. The exemption is you keep it to parameters is as it is, you need to delete it, run proposal delete it and run it. So I'm recommending you to completely clean it, everything.
Okay.
That will be no confusion. Delete the both proposal. Both proposal. Delete both proposal and run solution is run freshly, right? Run freshly to the proposal. So this time definitely is will fit or not.
Run date and run identification should be always unique.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. It should be unique.
Then only it allows.
Yeah,
Here
definitely.
vendor only duplicated, right? Vendor only things he mentioned. That is the main reason.
Yep. Not yes. Duplicate means both proposal it is having. See, system somewhere should be locked. Correct? No? If there is no, I'm telling here is I'm running this still here is I'm running this still here is. So this kind of prevention it is not there in SAP. What will happen? I'll run this one in later. I'll run this one. The payment will go for twice. Is it right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, no? So that's the reason SAP has prevented like this manner. So meaning should be proposal only one. The proposal is a priority, main priority for to make a payment. So the reason is proposal level, it is locking the system, right? So this is a one of the issue for a duplicate proposal. We need to avoid it. And recommend you to go ahead, delete it, and so the source to identify this solution is a log. The source to identify the issue is a log. Make sure this is one thing. So next same question they will ask you, like user will raise. So the so and so vendor it is not picking, sir. What is the reason for it? This is major issues coming here. Correct? No? So what is here is there is a possibility like I'm checking it here and there and all the stuff. I'm checking it vendor I'm checking. Correct? Particular vendor. I can say particular vendor. I have blocked it. The block reason also it is important. Blocked is I can tell you here is two things. Blocked is two things. Either vendor level if you blocked is if you vendor level if you blocked it vendor either your blocked vendor level the complete invoices and invoice level also system will not allow you to make a payment. That this is a cause. I can say this is a root cause. System like a user has no idea. He will come to us to this. What is happening for a system? So the vendor is not picking. The vendor number is I can say this time they will come up. So vendor is not picking. This is regularly we are getting the issues actually. Regularly we'll getting. Right? This is vendor number. What the root cause is this one. Blocking is a root cause. Is that right? The root cause is a blocking of this one root cause. You're blocking of the vendor. We have identified the root cause is identified. What is the solution for it? Now you people tell me as for your idea, what is the solution for it? What solution we can address to the
Unblock.
Unblock. Either invoice level or vendor level, we need to drop a mail to the business. So and so vendor has been blocked, right? Has been blocked. Please unblock it. This is the solution you need to address it, right? So this is one way. So coming to the another, I'm coming like same vendor. It is coming like a coming like so particular vendor is not picked for the APP run. So and so vendor number is a I can say 3 series something. So he is running is vendor not picking it. He is running it like a bank transfer, means a DME payment is running. DME is running. He is running to the DME means like a bank transfer. I can say bank run. Particular vendor is not picking. He has come after. The reason is here is like the reason root cause I'm finding out is why it is not vendor. Vendor having I'm verifying. As for my experience, all the 3 issues we have shot out. Right? As for my experience, what I'm doing, I'm verifying to the vendor is blocked or not, invoice level is blocking or not. There is no, yeah, it is very clear. It is clear. Is right? How I'm verifying for this identified it? Either I'll go for the directly log or I'll verify this manner. As per my experience, I'll verify it is either blocking or not. Is it right? Vendor level or master level blocking. It is not. I'm checking the duplicate proposal. Is it right or wrong? Based on experience only, we'll get a thought to how to check it. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Duplicate proposal, I'm verifying. Proposal. So it is also not. Correctly, only one. There is no duplication. What next actually?
Sensitive field.
Sensitive field. Example. Sensitive field. It is also, there is no sensitive field. It is not. So sensitive field also not. So we'll go what we'll payment method. Payment method. I'm verifying. Payment method is payment method. What is like a in for example T payment method we are creating bank transfer purpose or DME. Bank transfer or we call it DME. We are using except this payment method. This payment method, as mentioned in the step number here, the step number, the master data required field. See, every field of the configuration is impacted for the while running to the F110. Okay, every field is very important for running to the this field. What happened? This is activated. The payment method here is it is activated. What it is activated? It is activated. It is activated. What is activated? Bank details is required. It is activated. Bank details and shift code. Bank details. I mean, bank details means bank account number, and shift code. This is a mandatory shift code. See, this is we have activated, but what is the vendor or user has raised? This vendor does not have the bank details. Is it right? See, vendor does not have the bank. He has a bank account, but he doesn't have the shift code and others. You got it? Or bank details itself it doesn't have. Bank details it doesn't have. Does not have. So this reason, this is a root cause. This is a root cause. Completely, this is all I can say. Root cause. Completely root cause. So this is one identified. The solution we need to give the user. We need to address it. Right? What you can suggest for it?
First, master level, vendor master level, we have to check whether payment method is assigned or not. Bank transfer.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, next, that is also pre-check. I'll tell you. We need a solution like I will inform to the business or users need to maintain bank details firstly. Need to maintain bank details. So like solution is like a need to maintain bank details, bank account details for a bank details for like what vendor. Is that it? This is one thing in that also. Is it? So how many issues we have discussed? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So this is one. So there are 4 issues we have discussed. I think it is enough, right? To address of your interview point of view. Okay. Yeah. Next is I'll tell you. Yeah. Let me don't mind. So Ashwini, you have to like go wait. So there are pre-checks we need to take care of while running the F110. The pre-checks I'm writing. The payment method is assigned or not for a particular vendor that we need to take it. You're running to the AFC check payment. The check payment method is assigned to the vendor master and we need to check it. Pre-checks we need to check. Payment method is assigned or not. Payment method is assigned or not. That is one thing. Second thing. Particular vendors having the open invoices or not. This is basic things I can say. Along with that, there are many others also pre-checks actually. This very basic things I can tell you here. Okay, these all issues we can address it actually. Any questions?
Sir, here the sensitive field checking is there. No, means if we kept any field as sensitive, if someone make some changes but not approved by a higher, right?
Yes.
That's why it's not.
Yes. The meaning is it is in progress.
Okay.
In progress, we can't allow it, right? No? So, example, he is trying to modify the bank. He is adding in personal information, bank details, his vendor master. It shouldn't go for payment, right? Until confirm. It shouldn't like yeah. Any other questions actually?
Sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, is the payment method also given? Sometimes we are getting error like no valid payment method found. What is the
See,
solution for this?
definitely there is a couple of reasons that valid payment methods. If your example, first time you are practicing, you are posted already invoices, and later you are assigned a payment method. See, the invoices, you got at my point. You are already posted invoices earlier. Now you are assigned to the later you are assigned to the payment method in vendor master. So that's the reason generally I'm requesting you initially clear all the invoices, open invoices, then you can start it. It will not ask you. Okay. Right. This is one thing. So there are few other. If you go detail, I mean, like there are many other issues actually. We can discuss. I hope it is enough for the base idea to get it. Is it clear? Tell you one thing. So if the payment related one, if one day it is late, that is like I can say bad name or everyone is waiting for it, right? Is it generally? Is it right? So vendor is supposed to make a payment today. It will happen to the 1 or 2 days delay. It is very important. Is it right? It should not delay at least one day. Right? The
Okay.
payment is very
Urgent
important.
basis they will give
Yeah, that is
this.
priority of the this one.
Okay.
They will ask you, yeah, got it. They will ask you payment terms are a small thing if you want to create it. That we
Yeah.
have a time for like a month or 15 days to implement that. Happily, you can create it either this week or next week. The priority of the business or impact of the business will decide it the like a criteria. I can say instant. Okay.
Okay.
So other pre-checks you can check along with this. This is detailed given root cause and resolution. So other few issues I can say the interviewer or the not issues. The question point of view they will ask you. My question is I have a particular. So the interview will ask you I'll ask. So vendor having the vendor have the two banks. Is it right? Vendor having two banks. Example. Vendor aspect I'm talking about. Anyway, house bank also it is having. For example, they will ask you a question. They will ask you a question. House bank, it's fine. Very nice. We have. Keep it that one. House bank, we have the ICICI bank one. Right? Another one HDFC. Is right? Coming to the vendor aspect. He has a bank one. What is he having? He having bank one. Here's IDBI example. IDBI. Another bank two. He has. I can check Canara Bank, whatever. There's a bank number third. ICICI example. Here three. So vendor point of time to identify or recognize each bank account. There is one point we have. What is that? Anyone have an idea?
Partner bank type.
Perfect. Partner bank type. Is it right? Partner bank type. See, each bank ID, bank account will specify the partner bank type. The 4 digits of partner bank type, I'll tell you here is, I'm telling here is IDBI. Example, IDBI I'm telling here is. Next is a Canara. I'm using CANA, Canara. Another one, ICICI, I'm using for example. This is partner bank name, ICICI I'm using. ICICI I'm using. See here, vendor is asking the particular invoice or particular invoice he need from to the ICICI bank. You need ICICI bank. I'll tell you. For example, he's asking to the ICICI bank. So we are making a payment defaultly ICICI, majority of the payment. He also need the receiver bank also. He want ICICI bank. What we'll address for this solution while posting invoices, we have the partner type field. While posting invoice, right? While posting invoice. Okay. While posting invoices, everyone, if you observe, while posting invoices, we need to tell the a partner bank type. Partner bank type. You need to tell to the partner bank type ICICI. So we'll make a payment from anyway ICICI bank to goes payment to the from directly vendor to the ICICI bank will go. This is the way we need to address for the. There is other requirement. Vendor want payment. Vendor having the this is one way. Another also, vendor having, vendor, I can say he is having only HDFC Bank, he is having. HDFC only he is banking, vendor having. He won't make a payment. He is not restricted to the, this aspect is a priority is a receiver bank. Vendor bank is a receiver bank is a like a requesting. Here is what he is asking. While payment like whatever company code, you want to make payment, the payment, he will ask you a payment while you are making, do payment for me here from HDFC, not ICICI. Please do payment. Please do payment from HDFC, not a from HDFC. He will ask you. Permanently do payment only HDFC. I don't want to make ICICI Bank because of like there is internal charges on all stuff. You requesting. To address these solutions, we have anyway HDFC to address this solution. The address of this solution. So like this is where they'll ask you to the requirement. Simply what you can do like in vendor master. If you go in vendor master, if you observe in vendor master, we have the house bank information. We have. You check this here as payment information house bank. Tell here is in vendor master. Sorry, this vendor master. This is vendor master. In vendor master payment time, we have a like a house bank field. There is house bank field. The house bank, HDFC house bank. Tell here is HDFC house bank. HDFC. This is whatever our regular house bank information. You just tell this while making a payment like a vendor, particular vendor. This all vendor will go. It will goes the payment from a vendor from HDFC Bank. The payment, all payments will happen to the HDFC. Remaining vendors, payment will go from ICICI, but particular vendor, this will go from HDFC. Okay, this is the payment aspect actual segregations we can do it. Okay, is there any questions for this aspect?
And regularly we are paying to vendor to one bank. Regularly we are paying to ICICI as earlier we discussed. Sometimes only he changed his bank and then this time he want payment to Canara Bank. That time only partner bank concept will come into picture, or whatever the bank we are regularly paying to vendor, that is only partner bank.
No. See one thing. So that's a good question. See. Whenever you want to, they see sequence generally, if you're not specifying anything, bank will, you're making a payment will goes for firstly, what is sequence? IDBI is first bank, it will go for payment with first bank, right?
Yes.
IDBI. IDBI. So whenever you want to specifically ICICI Bank, then only we specify the particular at the time of invoices. So your requirement, I don't want like these two bank accounts. I want to make payment only ICICI. Why do these two things? Remove this one. Keep it as one. You don't want to put like don't want to tell to the while posting of invoice time. It is automatically to goes payment from here only. Is that right? Clear? Right. So you have three. Whenever you want requirement only, you are specifying. You don't want only one bank account. Why do you require to maintain this all stuff? Remove all stuff. Keep it as the payment will go directly to the ICICI Bank. Right.
Yes.
So this is about like issues and the basic information. Thank you so much